I was able to lock in over $4,000 today trading NASDAQ futures using the simple strategy I talk about in each and every one of my videos. And one thing to note, I did drop a video on Sunday, which I'm going to try to do each and every Sunday from here on out, of the key levels that I'm watching, and they played out perfectly. I mentioned if we are above 22,800, we are bullish. The only bearish case is if we break below 22,800 and drop. I said in my video yesterday that we have been bullish. Every pullback has been bought and we're likely to go back up to 23,000, and that's exactly what we did. In general, we had this breakout in the morning right around, I'd say, the first 15 minutes of the day. So we broke above these key pre-market highs and we got an immediate pop. Now that could have been a setup. However, if you missed that setup, one thing to note is if you got trapped buying up here, you have to always watch where that gap fill is. So in general, if we have a gap, the gaps do like to get filled. Not always will it be the same day, but in general, gaps will get filled. So as you can see here, we immediately filled that gap, and then we had this huge drop right at the open. Now, when you come back up and you retest that gap fill area, you're taking out sellers. So the first time we come back up, we took out some sellers, and then the buyers took over. And that's kind of what I like to look for in this whole like break and retest strategy, is you break out of a key level and then you start to retest and then you push again. So if we just use this pre-market level that I got in, as soon as we reclaimed this again, so we bounced, we could not hold below the daily open. So I'm already bullish. We're above the daily open. We had a huge volume spike when we dropped below it. So we never had a 5-minute close below that level. So if we zoom in, sold off, trap sellers, immediately bounced. Now my favorite entry and where I made the money today was I got in at 22,900, the whole psychological level that I always talk about. Every 100 is usually pretty important, especially for NASDAQ. And I just took my like 15 to 20 points, whatever it ended up being, with a risk of 10 points. And in general, that's all you're looking to do as a trader, is you're just trying to catch a part of the move. And we essentially just got back above 22,900 and continued to float up the rest of the day. So if you struggled today, just take a step back and identify where key levels are and only trade around them. This gives a great risk to reward, and it prevents you from getting chopped up in these areas.